Yeah, we put in work and here's the proof. What you want?
I'm making moves, punching in.
I'm on it too.
I'm in the gym.
I'm in the stew.
It's hunting season.
Where's the food?
We push each other daily, level up.
Cause that's what brothers do.
Clock in.
Hey, episode 7.
Yes, sir.
Another one about to be in the books, coming out Tuesday. It's a big week, man. It's a big week for me. I feel like for us, we got the Clock in Apparel launched. So again, check that out.
Go peep that.
clockinapparel.com. It's fire, man.
Can you update the people on like the shipping and the timing and everything?
Yeah, great point. So, we did a on-demand service. So instead of buying a bunch of shirts in bulk and then being responsible for getting rid of them, when you place an order, that triggers our manufacturer to create the shirt, print it, and then once they create your shirt, they'll ship it to the post office and then they ship it to you. So the extra step in them, having to create the shirt on demand is what makes the process a little bit longer, but it was the best thing for us, and we felt like it would be the best thing for y'all. So stay tuned, stay patient with us.
All in all, it's coming.
It's coming. So Clock in host here, Marshall Hamilton.
Austin Hamilton here, a.k.a. Aham, a.k.a. A Boogie, a.k.a. that guy. That was a new one. I don't know if you peeped that one.
So who gave you these nicknames, first of all?
Me. No. Aham for sure. That's like, I would say I earned that in high school.
Right.
Just from hooping.
Right.
And it's easzy. Aham, Austin, Hamilton, Aham.
Right.
M-Ham doesn't really work.
Nah, it doesn't.
But, we call you SETI, so.
My only nickname from college is Five, because that was my,
They called you Five?
Yeah.
Okay.
My boys call me Five, because that's what, my number was. It was my number in high school, too, but.
But we also, and we got Eric with us. We got Nico with us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're here, man.
Family, man. That's,
yes, sir.
That's fam.
But, Eric, you know this. They used to call us, they used to call you Mod. And call me Odd.
Yeah.
I have no idea where that came from.
Brandon, our older brother Brandon, started it.
It may have been a video game.
Was it?
It might have been a video game, but we got to vet that.
It fits though. It definitely fits.
Yeah, that's more in like the Hamilton Jackson family, so people wouldn't really get it.
Yep.
So I don't really go off that.
But shout out to Keisha Day, because she commented and was like, because on the last post. She was like, "Yeah, Marshall has a nickname. It's Mod."
I forgot.
I forgot too.
I forgot. It's been a minute. I ain't been called Mod in years.
Yeah.
But another disclaimer. Got to start it out with this. This is really for me again. The opinions and thoughts expressed on this podcast do not represent any organization that we're affiliated with. This is Austin and I's opinions.
Marshall's opinions.
So
at least the spicy ones.
We're not claiming that we're representing anybody except ourselves. So I take full responsibility for the spice and for the hate text messages that I might get from certain people.
At least it's not on social media yet, because to me that's a good sign, because that means we're getting places. If you're getting the trolling on social media. That means we're going places.
We got to get there, yeah. That's why I'm here. That's why I do the spice. So
I respect
that I can, create that controversy, man. That's what sells. But B-Day is Wednesday, man. July 22nd.
How does that feel?
2 weeks ago.
You're almost 30, right?
I'll be 29.
So you're 30?
No.
All right.
No. Once you get after 25, you round down.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
No, I don't feel what you're saying, but...
All right, wait till you're 20. You're going to be rounding down, too. Nah, man, all jokes aside, I'm excited. I'm excited. People kind of condition you to be afraid of 30 or be bummed about being 30. I'm more excited to be 30 than any other age.
It's still so young.
Yeah, man, it's super young. Like, you think about it, Jesus didn't start performing miracles and doing all that stuff till 33. MLK didn't really start doing stuff till 33. And I feel like I'm starting to hit my stride as a man in all areas of my life. I'm in better shape now than I was when I was 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I ran like a 12.5-minute 2-mile run like last week. My 2-mile time in high school was like 14 something. So
wow.
Yeah, man, I'm excited,
you've been
bro.
grinding,
like I'm more excited to see who I'll be in the next year, like when I turn 30.
Yeah.
And just letting God, lead, and let Him take the wheel, man. So with us, B-days have never been like huge celebrations. I'm all about spending time with the people who, I care about and who care about me. You think about it, like our birthday celebrations have been the same people pretty much our whole lives.
Yeah.
Our immediate family,
couple
the
other
Jacksons,
close friends. Yeah.
the Jacksons, so Eric, and every now and then a couple close friends or girlfriends or whatever. But shout out to the Cancers, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm the last day. As a Cancer.
What's your sign, Nico?
Taurus, baby.
Taurus. What about you, E?
I'm Cancer, man.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're like the beginning. 'Cause
You're the. Yep.
I come right behind.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
June 23rd,
That's true.
so you're the beginning. So you started off and I ended.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Shout out to the Cancers, man, and to all y'all who believe in that stuff. Nah, I'm not gonna say it. It's too early.
Yeah, come on. We just got
It's too
going,
early.
dog.
But look, I do got to say this. You remember we were at Bar Louie watching the Raptors and Warriors last year,
Yep.
and we were just chilling. Like we weren't on anything crazy. We were just cooling. And these girls were like, when's y'all birthdays? And Austin is July 7th. I'm July 22nd. As soon as we said our sign, oh my God, they just started spouting out all types of attributes. So you guys got to be mama's boys because you're Cancers. Yeah, I love my mom.
I do too.
I love my mom. So we're like, there's a Taurus, there's a Pisces not love their like.
Y'all love your Nico. You love your mom.
The hell out of my mom.
Okay.
So you're a mama's boy.
Mama's boy.
What does that have to do with like how?
Somebody told me today Taurus men are devilish.
Oh wow.
Come on, man! Like, come on.
Devilish?
Come on.
Exactly.
And guy, I've never heard a guy care about a sign. First of all, it's usually the females.
That's usually the opener.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
I mean, but
Going back to Wingman episode.
Yeah.
That is a good wingman. That
That's a good 70s Wingman.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to that.
I'm not.
No.
I would never do it. But I mean, if you got to be able to read the type of females you're with. But
Yeah.
how are you gonna base my personality, who I am,
off of
the day I was
a
born?
30-second like you just met me.
Where's the
Read this
thing?
in the paper
We
before you came.
we have no control over when we were born.
Right.
So what you're saying is day one, this is who I'm gonna be because of the day I was born.
Based off of when you're.
And it's when we talk about Reach Week. Shout out to the Reach Week episode. That was episode I think 3 or 4. So go listen to that if you haven't. But that's the ultimate Reach Week. Like they really search for reasons to validate why that's you, and that's why a lot of y'all are still single. But let's just.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Again, that was Marshall Hamilton. Those were his opinions and takes. Leave me out of it. Okay, this is Austin speaking. I know we probably sound the same, but this is Austin speaking right now. That was Marshall.
Here's some. All right. Here's some good nuggets. So every person, man and woman, should write out what they want in a significant other, and then they need to ask themselves: are they the type of person who's prepared to be with that type of person? Right? If you don't write it down, if you don't have an idea of what you really want and don't want, then you're just gonna float and you're gonna date a bunch of people and you're probably gonna be in a relationship or get married for the wrong reasons.
Can that be misleading though? Like you might have something written down, but being blind to yourself, that attribute might not be the best for you.
Which is why you got to ask yourself.
Exactly.
After
You got to know yourself first.
Like, are you the type of person who can even handle
right.
that person? right? So self-awareness is big in life, but especially when it comes to relationships. Because if you're like, I want, all these things, and a lot of people, they're not even ready for that type of person, right? And they'll push them away, or they won't even give them the time of day. But you got to take personal responsibility. Like, obviously, you got to know what you want and what you don't want. But if you're not the type of person yet, then you got to work on yourself to be that type of person. To attract that person or have a successful relationship.
Yeah, it's about fit. You got to know, what significant other, fits you. And that's what I was saying. Like, you could say all this stuff like, I want a guy that makes over 100K or whatever, but that person might not be home all the time. He might be grinding. He might have, he might be traveling all the time. Are you willing to sacrifice that?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to know, what type of person you need in your life, because it's all about fit, man. At the end of the day,
it has nothing to do with their horoscope sign. That's just what it is, man. Like, I just hear people say,
how do we even get here?
I could never, because I talked about shout out to the Cancer.
Oh, okay.
But I hear people like, I could never date an Aries because their ex-boyfriend who cheated on them was an Aries, or their ex-girlfriend was an Aries, and they're going off of one person. There's one sample size that you're going off of. And now every time you meet an Aries, you're an Aries? My ex was an Aries. Okay.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Like,
he didn't have any control over when his parents conceived him. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot deeper than that. But
speaking of a lot deeper. I'm coming, man. I'm coming. 3-2. I finally got my first win. Well, not first win, but a win in our polls.
So what was the poll?
And I told you.
What was the poll?
I told you I'm coming.
What was the poll, though? Let the people know what the poll was.
So the poll was top 5 movies that didn't get a sequel.
Avatar.
That's a great movie.
That movie was 6 hours. That was 2 movies.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
That drum was a trilogy.
Yeah, that drum was long.
That drum was a trilogy in the one movie. But, I almost put Avatar, but I feel like some people, like I had to think about like what would my audience know about, like, I would love to put Above the Rim, but if 90% of my audience hasn't seen that, then they're not gonna vote.
These excuses are coming, y'all hear that, right?
So
yeah, man. Again, I got me and LeBron. We share a lot of similar qualities. And hey, man, I'm coming.
The qualities y'all share is he's 3-5 in the finals.
He's still got 3 rings.
Well,
I'll take 3 rings. Who are you then?
I'm Kobe.
You're Kobe?
I'm Kobe.
Come on, dog.
I'm Kobe. I close.
Let's not get there.
I close.
Let's not get there.
All right, let me say this though.
Go over the list.
All right, so before we go into the list, I'm very disappointed in some of my so-called friends who there were some Benedict Arnolds in my network that I didn't realize that they
you got some haters?
Nah, it's not even haters. Traitors. Benedict Arnold, he almost ruined the American Revolutionary War to get some bread from the British. I'm not gonna name names, but y'all know who you are who voted for Austin, and
they just kept it 100, man.
Ride or die with me, but
they just kept it 100.
Yeah, we have to reevaluate
real recognize real,
some
man.
things because
let's get it.
It was.
I'm here.
Very disappointing. So all right, go ahead, go through your list.
All right, so my list, Inception. Probably like definition of cliffhanger. Like we needed that. We need that. Step Brothers. Probably to me, that's probably one of the funniest movies of all time. If we get a second one of that, sales will go through the roof. So we need a Step Brothers too. Superbad. Imagine a college version of Superbad.
Okay, all right.
That'd be amazing. And I think that's what sold everyone. Happy Gilmore. I mean, We get happy. He's a seasoned vet in the tour. Like what's he gonna look like? Is he still gonna be a fool?
Is he still gonna have a hockey stick?
Is he still gonna have a hockey stick? Like, or does he go down the rails because he's getting bread now? So, I mean, I would love to see that. Rest in peace to Chubbs too, by the way.
Chubbs is different, man.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Yeah, Chubbs is different.
And then Up, that was a more sentimental, like, playful one, but great movie, and deserves a sequel. And then if you want to read your list.
All right. So first off, I sent him my list first.
First of all, I usually send my list first, so that doesn't matter regardless.
You took Inception and you took Step Brothers.
And first of all, you were in the room with me while I was putting my list together, and it's not like I was on. I know what you did. I know you Googled because the same movies popped up, but it's fine. But I didn't even really Google anything because we talked about it. I was like super bad. I was like,
right.
But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. So Inception, he gave the reasons why. I'm not gonna get deep into that. The Town.
I've never seen The Town.
The Town goes hard. The Town goes hard.
Who's in that?
Ben Affleck and a bunch of other actors. I don't know.
They're all from Boston.
All from Boston. It's a unique crime movie because that's not the typical demographic for the typical crime organization or whatever.
Yeah, it's not a mob movie, but they operate like a mob and it's kind of filmed like a mob
Right.
movie, but yeah.
People don't realize there's actually white ghettos in Massachusetts. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of low income families, and that story's pretty, at least the backdrop, not the actual crime, but the families of the people who were main characters. That's real life in certain parts of Boston. So, great movie. Napoleon Dynamite. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. We still
that's not beating the Superbad matchup.
We still
I'm sorry.
we're not doing matchups. We're just going pound for pound, the whole list. We still quote that movie. Come on, man. Hitch.
I'm voting for Pedro long before.
Right.
Current
Right. Nah, Pedro wouldn't make it today. It's a different world. But Hitch.
Let's elaborate on Hitch too. What happens?
Yeah.
I need to.
Hey.
Does he lose his job again?
Yeah, what's gonna be in the next one? Is he still?
Because Hitch is a great movie.
Hitch is a
It
great
is
movie.
a great movie.
Paul Blart isn't making anybody.
It wouldn't be. He wouldn't be. It wouldn't be with
Yeah,
him.
he'd have to find another.
Will would be helping someone else.
Hopefully it'd be.
And here's the other thing.
Hopefully it'd be Jada. That's what it need to be.
Yeah.
Maybe his kids.
Yeah, that's what it should be now.
No comment. Don't
It's
talk about
August.
it.
He's saying it's August.
Hey, maybe it's August, man. I don't know. Hitch 2 featuring August Alsina. Let's
I'm with it.
make it happen.
I'm with it. Yeah.
August, let's go.
But it is a great movie.
But Will still didn't find his wife. You feel me?
So that's what Hitch 2 is about.
Yeah.
So is he getting hitched?
Yeah. That'd be a great follow up. He's doing his while he's trying to help someone. He actually finds his main joint and wife's her. And then Step Brothers, he talked about it. It's a classic movie. But yeah, I mean, a lot of Benedict Arnolds this week. And
They just recognize the real, man.
I'm paying attention to who you guys are, so that's all I'll say. We're still cool, but I'll remember this.
3-2. I'm coming. Cleveland, this is for you. It's coming.
Well, I'm not Golden State, champ.
Okay.
I'm not Golden State.
Okay.
I always finish my food. You know that. Marvin said,
We'll
always
see.
finish your food.
We'll see.
I'm going to finish the series off, man. I'm going to finish the series.
Yeah, you guys, next list, let us know. I'll post something, but yeah, we need another list to continue this, man. But we always have fun with that. I love people's comments and, saying like, "Oh, you guys missed this one." Like Avatar, that was a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Someone else said
a great one.
Another one, I forget.
Coming to America, my man.
Well,
Black.
they're doing that. Yeah, they're doing that.
It's in the works.
Dang, what was the? I forget. But yeah, all in all, we have fun with that, man. We'll keep
Yeah.
that going.
Yeah, and speaking of fan suggestions, a friend of mine asked us to talk about dating apps versus in person, right? So, would you rather meet someone off an app or it just happen organically in person? Like, what are the pros and cons of both? So, for me, I met my ex through a dating app.
And I met my girlfriend currently through a dating app.
Yeah, and we're talking about people who are actually trying to
It's 2020,
date,
man.
yeah.
It's 2020.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I hate when people are like, they kind of look down on you for that. It's like, people might get a little embarrassed to like say that, but it's like, dog, it's 2020.
I met my ex on Tinder.
That's how we communicate. Like,
Okay, it was Tinder.
people communicate via social media. Like,
It's all about
fine.
what your personal intentions are.
and honestly, you could argue it's better that way, because you can get to know a person, whether it's like a week or two of just texting, talking
Yeah.
on the phone, FaceTiming.
For free.
Yeah, for free. Yes.
That's my number
Yes.
one point, Nico.
Yes.
That's my number one
Yes.
point.
Yes.
Because look, I gotta get out of student loan debt, champ.
Yeah.
Sally Mae that's who I'm married to. That's who I'm in a relationship right now.
Right.
So, at the end of the day,
It's just how we communicate now, man.
and then you think about like just financially, right? Like a lot of dudes, and it's not just dudes, females, but dudes. If you're like a, genuine dude, like you're gonna pay for the meal most likely. That's a lot of bread that's not coming back. That's a lot of investment with no return. And I'm not talking about like a physical return. I'm just talking about like
Okay, I'm glad you cleared that.
yeah. Come on, guys. This is
I don't even know if I like you or not.
yeah, exactly. You're already committing to at least $50, easy.
We at Olive Garden and you more like a Chipotle.
Right,
Like, I didn't see that.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
If I would have known, I would have said let's go walk the monuments or something.
Bill Scott, bro.
Mm.
Hey.
Yep.
Oh.
So, you can pre-vet these
Check the
people.
resume.
Yeah.
I talked about
You
that.
can pre-vet.
I
these
forget what
people.
Does
episode.
pre-vet and pre-date mean the same thing?
No,
Definitely
No.
not.
Some people think pre-vetting is pre-dating.
Yep.
pre-vetting is
Dating ain't a good look.
pre-vetting. I'm vetting you from the time I see your profile. That's one level.
Yeah.
Second level is the conversation on the profile. I get your number or IG or whatever. Then I'm gonna vet you there because IG.
Checking the resume.
I gotta check the Carfax, champ. The Carfax history has to be right.
Then
You feel
you
me?
can see-
Before you buy a car, Nick, at Carfax, you gonna check how many accidents has that
how
thing
many
been
miles
in?
on it.
How many miles is on it?
Previous, I was literally about to say
Previous
that.
owners.
You can see the mutual friends, and it's like, I see a trend here.
Yeah, and you know these dudes,
Thank you.
and you know these females, so
Oh,
it goes both ways.
Females kill me.
It goes both ways. But like,
It's such a small world.
there's a
man.
vet. I mean, Nolan, Virginia.
We all know
we're-
each other.
We're speaking to this area. If you have any type of social life or played a sport or anything, like you're gonna know a lot of people. So like again, like social media text is the third level of vetting, and if the vibe is there, like all right, now I want to meet you, right, and then there may be a lot of one and dones or whatever the case is. Maybe you can throw FaceTime in there, Zoom, quarantine friendly type. But
You should do a FaceTime, man.
nah, FaceTime is big because if she'll FaceTime you from the guy's perspective,
Comfortable.
if she's comfortable in her own skin typically.
Yeah, that's a sign.
She's not gonna throw a whole face on just to FaceTime.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I don't want that.
Because honestly,
I don't even like
the way I do it,
FaceTime.
I'm not out here setting calendar invites for FaceTime. I'm like, yo, you trying to FaceTime? Like we've been texting for like 3 days. I don't got nothing to do right now. It's 9:37 p.m. Like
Or even just a phone call. Like,
yeah.
it's just, that's a lost art, man. just talking on the phone.
Right. Yeah, I feel you.
Somebody on the phone,
Like I don't like
distracted.
in my current relationship. Sometimes, dog, like I'm just like, yo, I don't want to text. Like, I'm calling you.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's effort.
It's way better for communication.
Yeah,
and
just
it'll
talk.
save you a lot of arguments and confusion. But
Yeah, because there's certain tones in text messages that could be misread.
right. The
Get you
pro
in trouble.
the pro of the the dating apps is like I said, pre-vetting. The con to me is it honestly it can be addicting. Like you're just swiping, and you can get into a lot of conversations that obviously aren't going anywhere. So you can waste a lot of time on it, like productive time throughout your day. And there is something for like a natural, organic like connection.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm at Starbucks, or we meet out somewhere, whatever the social situation is, and before a couple minutes that like, all right, I can see this going somewhere or not, right? You don't gotta spend money. Like I've never been the dude that's gonna try to buy drinks for females to get them to want to talk to me. Like, no, again,
Engage the conversation
like
first.
return on investment, champ. Return on investment. Let's keep it a buck. Return on investment. But there is something for like that face to face interaction, and you can read people's tones, facial expressions.
If you come to me face to face, that is an investment.
Yeah.
Investing your time.
Yeah. But I'm talking about like you're out. Let's say you're at a lounge or a bar, and you just meet a girl,
Yeah.
right? Like it just happens organically. I think I do like that. Because you're not really forcing anything. Like sometimes you over social media or dating apps, like you kind of have to force the issue, and until you guys have met, you're still thinking like, is this person worth like me going through all this? So
Do you have a one liner? Do you have a go to?
no, I don't have a go to, man. I like genuine compliments. I don't like. I'm gonna look for something that that is unique to you. If I can see that on your profile,
I mean, it
you
can
talking
be
about in person?
both. Well, yeah, both.
I think it's same mindset. Like
Yeah.
I'm looking for something that's because every dude's gonna say you're gorgeous, you're this, you're that. I mean, I'm not gonna pull out the playbook. You feel me?
You
The dictionary, the
you're not gonna bring out the black book.
the black book. It stays off the.
Those records are sealed.
I
Yeah,
respect
yeah,
that.
but I'm all about being genuine and being and pointing out something that's unique to them. This kind of goes back to like my sales background. Like if you send an email to someone cold, you got to be able to personalize that thing.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? They're all getting messages about people trying to sell them X, Y, and Z. It's the same type of message, and it goes straight to spam. Well, in person, or over a dating app, it's pretty similar. Like it may not be literal spam, but mentally they're throwing you into the spam folder.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want, if I'm interested, like I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm just coming off like
Eye
every other
contact,
dude.
man. Eye contact is huge. In person, like if there's multiple, eye contact situations, then you got to go in, man. You got to go in for the win.
Yeah, that.
But
Go ahead.
you don't have to like. If you see somebody that's interested in you, and you guys clearly are making eye contact, smiling, you don't have to get as creative. You could literally it's literally just an introduction.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, fellas, females, you make some eye contact and you're getting that eye contact. Go in.
Yeah.
There's your chance. Because again, that person's probably interested in you. So just go up to them and talk to them.
It's actually scientific. Like there's a guy
Yeah,
who said like
yeah,
if
for
they make
sure.
eye contact with you multiple times,
Yeah.
like that means they're interested.
Yeah.
Another thing is if you're talking to
And you
the
just
girl.
know sometimes. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you're hip. You're hip.
You just have a some intuition.
If you have awareness, like
yeah,
you're hip.
you know.
But if a person, and this isn't just like in male female situations, but in general, if you're talking to someone and they turn towards you and face you, that means they're interested as well. But if you're talking to a girl and they don't turn at all, they just kind of like,
Oh yeah, they don't rock.
they're
with
not
you,
interested. But
Side profile.
Yeah,
but
don't
if
rock
they
with you.
turn and face you,
Get
that's
that
a sign,
full-
man.
That full contact.
Yeah, that's a sign. But all right, I've been talking about it. What about you? Pros and cons to both dating. versus
I
in
mean,
person.
I agree on most of them. Yeah, I think the pro is, again, just the communication part. Like, you can, get to know someone via text or whatever, phone calls, FaceTime, and you don't necessarily need to meet that person like right away, because I mean, sometimes bad situations can happen,
Right?
And I mean, like, getting in a physical relationship when you don't really know that person.
Yeah, females need to be extremely careful about
So
who you meet. I mean, guys do too, but there's just wild stuff out there.
and I mean, and it could go either way. Like, the person could just be blatantly lying to you, but you would know. The cons, like you said, I think it can get addicting. It can become a hobby almost. Like, you're just swiping away out of boredom,
Yeah.
and like, you're not. It's like, why am I doing this? Am I in this for the right reasons? Like,
Right.
But I mean, all in all, man, again, we're in 2020. We communicate through social media and, digitally. So I don't see anything wrong with it, and I don't think if you met someone off it, if you got married off of it, like, you need to, like, tell that story.
Right.
Like, it doesn't.
With pride. Like,
Yeah, how you meet that person, it doesn't necessarily matter, man. As long as it's in, the right reasons and you two are right for one another. But yeah, it's for me. I mean, I'm in a good situation off of it, so
Yeah.
I'll take it. Shout out to Tinder. Let's get it.
Another con I'll throw in there is the validation part. Like, some people are on it for ego boosts. Like, they don't even have any intention of like
When
talking to
a
people.
girl or guy posts their Instagram just to get followers.
Yeah,
That happens
you're
a
corny
lot.
for that. Yeah, it happens.
lot.
It does happen a lot. But even personally, like, if you were to be on these dating apps and you swiped for like a month, no one matches with you, right? Is that going to impact your self-confidence?
For sure.
For some people,
Sure,
yeah.
I would say a
I'm
lot
telling
of
you,
people.
for me, and I wasn't always like this. I'm not going to sit here and act like, I've always been like this, but when you know your value, none of that crap matters, right? Like, you have to know and believe in your value as a person. You can't get that from external sources. Now, does it help? Do I like a compliment? Yeah, like, I'm a human being, but like, all right, when it comes down to it, and this isn't just with, like, again, relationships, but just in general, there's only one of you on this earth. There's only one of me, right? And if you look at any possession,
How
any
unique
physical
is that?
possession, exactly. If there's one pair of Jordans, if there's one type of diamond, there's one type of anything, painting, like, you're priceless.
One of one.
You're priceless.
One of
You're
one.
priceless. And I kind of got to that point like last year, man. It was just kind of like, I'm special, man. And it's not in a cocky way, but if you're priceless, you're not going to let people treat you like you're $200. And if they try to, your thought of yourself isn't going to stoop down to I'm $200. Like, everyone on this earth has a uniqueness about them that can't be duplicated. Even as a twin, like, your twin is identical to you in a lot of ways, but you're still one of one. So, like, don't let that crap, like, get you down or even get your head too big. That's another thing. It can get your head too big. I'm matching with all these people that crap doesn't mean anything.
No.
You could be a
Really
jerk.
doesn't.
You could be, and I'm talking to the fellas, really. You can misuse that, right? And think that, you're a certain level of success because you match with all these girls on Tinder. That crap doesn't mean anything, man. Like, if you're looking for the right one, only one person needs to be attracted to you anyway, in the right ways. So that's another con. Here's another thing I'm gonna throw out there. This one's gonna be interesting. You see someone who you know in real life, and this is again for Jessica. This is Austin's girlfriend. This is before you. So this is not now. All right. I'm gonna just throw that out there off jump.
Let me get a sip of water.
Yeah, go ahead, man. He's actually taking a sip of water for the people who can't see this.
But it's coming.
What do you
coming.
do? What do you do?
Right every time.
Every time?
Every time.
It doesn't matter how attracted you are to her.
Or I want to know. Let's laugh.
But all right, what if they don't swipe right?
Then they don't.
They just
No. I'm saying like you don't match with them,
If
or
they,
not they don't swipe right. What if you don't match with them?
then we just don't match.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that they're not attracted to you though.
Correct.
That's my point.
Correct.
That's my point. It is,
They could be on some.
or they may not be. Like I know females who they literally aren't on it like that, or you haven't showed up in their profile yet.
Yeah, that doesn't. No, that doesn't. Yeah.
It's fun. It's gonna be funny if we match.
Yeah, it's happened to me in the past.
Oh,
Yeah,
No, I'm
circa
I'm with,
2015.
yeah, I'm with you, Neek. This is I don't really remember this because this was so long ago. But yeah, I'll literally swipe right on a person that there's no chance. But just to like, hey, like, what's up? Like, I just think it's funny.
I can't do it, man. I can't plant that seed.
I mean,
I can't.
what
plant
seed
that
are you
seed.
planting? Like,
You can plant a lot of seeds.
But you know why you're here. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, it's not. The
But
seed is
it's-
that like
it's
if
all-
I'm not
it's all
attracted to you in real life, like I'm not gonna swipe
it's
right.
all. It's all how you handle it, man. Like, you don't have to,
We're talking about.
We're talking about
human beings.
Value thing. You said you know your value. Are you talking about people that aren't on your level that you?
No,
that
just
you know?
just I'm generally not attracted to them. It's not about the value. Like you could be a great person, and you can even be
and
attracted.
I'm swiping
not
right just to
attracted
say
you.
I'm swiping right just to say hi. It's not that deep.
What do you mean? So you have to swipe right. You probably follow them on social media.
No, you don't. You don't have to swipe. I don't have to do anything. But yeah, I'm just swiping right. Just
I'm not
to,
swiping right, bro. Nah, man. If I'm not attracted to them, I'm not.
Okay, I mean that's on you, dog. You
'cause
use it for different reasons. Like, I mean,
even
again,
if I'm not looking for a relationship, I'm just saying, dog. Like I've been in
you're afraid of the
situations-
wrong signals?
not necessarily the wrong signals, but like people will.
Are you afraid of their emotions? Like, what is
No,
it?
it's not. It's not about the emotion. It's like they think I'm attracted to them when I'm not.
You think it's the principle?
I mean,
Like I'm not. Like if I swipe right and we match and I'm not attracted to you, they're always gonna
but
think I'm
again,
attracted to them.
nah.
Flip it. What do you
That's
think
what I'm
about
saying.
somebody that-
Exactly. Like,
What put
it's
yourself
all
in
how you
this-
handle it, how you respond.
Yeah.
Like,
How do you know they're attracted to
Yeah.
you?
again, it's not that deep,
Yeah,
dog.
so you
I'm
don't
just,
spread on
it-
your-
if I-
for y'all,
if I-
it's not.
If I see that person in person that I swipe right on, and I know nothing's gonna happen, like, we're gonna laugh about it.
Yeah, it's
And
happened
it's
to
fine.
me. It's happened to me,
You
and
said just because they don't swipe right doesn't mean they're not attracted.
I
So
feel
same
you.
thing. If they swipe right doesn't mean that they are. It could be on the same comical. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just.
It's
not
all- it's
swiping
just all
right
fun,
on-
man. It's
on-
all fun and
on some
games.
joint that I'm not. She's not just some joint, but like a girl that I know, and I'm not actually attracted to. That's just me, man. That's just me.
Look, I mean, nothing was gonna happen regardless. So it's just like, oh yeah, I know her. Like, I'll just swipe right, say hi, how are you doing? Leave it at that. If I see you in person, we can laugh about it, but she's gonna know what time it is.
Marshall thinks she's crazy.
No, it's not about that, dog. It's really not about. It's not about
it can
that.
happen, but it
It's not about the crazy part. It's not about the crazy part. I've been in a ton of situations.
It's not that deep.
What do you mean it's not that deep?
To swipe right with somebody
It's scary.
that you like, what are you afraid of?
And what if
I'm not afraid of nothing.
It's okay to feel that way.
I'm not afraid of anything, bro. What do you mean?
And what if Shorty had a crush on you this whole time?
Yeah.
We're talking about someone that you might be attracted to, but like you don't want to go there with. Like, it's not-
Dog, y'all are like really, y'all are making this bigger than it is. Like,
I'm
not like, all right, if there's a girl, and I'm not gonna dog physical characteristics that I'm not attracted to, but if I'm like clearly not attracted to this joint, and I swipe right and she swipes right, like, I
Hey,
don't
well,
want.
hold
I'm
on,
not dealing. I'm not gonna be. For me, it's about me being fake. Like, I'm not gonna be fake like that. Like, I'm not ever gonna.
It's not fake though.
Because it just opens the opportunity.
I can
could-
Facebook Messenger, bro.
You text
Y'all
her,
talking
you
about?
like,
I'm just gonna say hi. I'm just gonna say hi. I could do that on Instagram.
Right.
I could do that on Facebook.
You could give her. I
What do
tell
you
you this
mean,
though,
bro. Like, I
You
know
might-
females, dog. Like, females hold on to that stuff. I don't deal with.
What do you?
Each other's profile, y'all not Facebook friends.
Well, but what do you? Okay.
Oh wait, what?
I'm just trying to figure out like
Friends on.
this
I haven't thought
friend,
about
this
it.
girl that you're not attractive to, right? Do you see her all the time? Do you hang out with her? Like, what is it?
What do you mean? That has nothing to do
Yes,
with
it does though, because like
Crazy.
It has nothing to
yes,
do
it
with it,
does.
dog.
Because you're. What do you mean? Like,
It has
if-
nothing to do with
if there's a girl that I went to high school with that we're not even in the same friend group, like I never see her.
So the least attractive girl in your class, you see her on social media, you're gonna swipe right.
I mean,
not
not for every girl.
You just said you do it for every girl you know.
Not for every girl.
All right,
Not for every girl.
Say somebody you know.
all right.
Yeah, somebody you know. I've done it before. I don't do it for every
Nico
girl.
said he swiped right on all of them, and you agreed. That's
I
what I'm
agreed.
talking
Okay,
about.
I agree.
I'm not talking about like if it's a
No,
girl
but
that
you're saying you don't do it ever.
No, I did not say that. Again, y'all freaking I said if I'm not attracted to this chick, and like I wouldn't talk to her at all. I'm not gonna. I swipe right. I've matched with a ton of girls I know, and I do exactly what you did. It's funny.
So what are we arguing about then? If you agree,
What do you mean?
So
I
you
agree
agree.
with girls that I'm attracted to. I'm gonna swipe right. Nico said he's swiping right every time, regardless of attraction, and you agreed with him.
So you're saying only. So the jumps you're unattracted to, you will not.
I will not. If I'm attracted to her, or like I'm like, oh, she's cool, like whatever. It doesn't mean it's gonna go anywhere, but I'm gonna swipe right.
Another question. Same thing to you sending the message to the Facebook friend that you know. If you know this person and you're attracted to them, why don't you just, instead of swiping right on this person that you know, why don't you just reach out and be like, hey, it's the same thing.
But here's
I'm
here's
attracted to
people
them.
who
All right, we need to get off this
Here's
topic
the,
soon.
the,
But
the dilemma is about the dilemma is about if I'm not attracted, I'm not gonna. If I wouldn't do what you just said, which is be like, yo, like I saw you on Tinder, blah blah blah, like, or I saw you on Bumble, like, what's good. If I wouldn't do that, then I'm not gonna swipe right. Like, if I'm not attracted to her, I'm not gonna swipe right, regardless. That's my thing. It's straight like that. Y'all made it seem like I was saying I would never swipe right to a chick that I know. I've
I mean,
done
it
it.
seemed like it.
That's
It
'cause-
seemed like it.
What do you mean? I said if I'm not. Look, we can re-listen to this, and you will see that I said if I'm not attracted
I mean,
to her.
you're-
Poll. We'll have a poll.
We can have a poll, but regardless, it's not that deep. Use Tinder if you like. DM that person. It's all the same. You're all communicating. It's whatever. It's not.
We
that
needed
deep.
this though because we usually agree, so we
It's
needed
not
to
that
disagree on something.
It's not that
Shoot your
deep.
shot, bro.
Yeah. Do,
it's
I mean,
not
do
that
what you
deep.
got to do.
Shoot.
If you want to have fun with it, say hi, whatever. Like, and it's not gonna go anywhere. It's fine. You're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna hurt that person's feelings. Like, you might give that person a confidence boost. It's like, oh, I matched with Austin. Like, but I know in my heart nothing's gonna happen with that, and nothing
Yeah,
will never
I agree.
happen.
I agree.
So it's not that deep.
Yeah, I agree with that. My whole thing was
That's
what
all I
Nico
was
said.
saying.
I was just disagreeing with what Nico said about it doesn't matter who it is. I'm swiping right. I just said I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But
That's on you, man, and that's okay. But yeah, next topic. Yeah, I like that, man. It got your voice definitely.
Because y'all try to paint a picture
No, we
of what I was
didn't.
thinking.
No, we didn't, dog. No, we didn't.
Yes, you did.
All we were saying is we're having fun with it, dog.
I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun with it right now. What's good?
Well, then calm down, then.
Dang. Hold on, man. I gotta see Austin in the parking lot real quick, man.
Hey, we can.
I gotta race him. That's what really needs.
That's
to happen.
coming next.
But my legs are tired. But
What's next, man?
NBA hotline. So, for y'all who don't follow the NBA a ton, they're 2 weeks away from resuming, and there's this basically a hotline where if you see an NBA player outside of the bubble or outside of like their the protocol, you can snitch on them, right? And it's happened a few times.
I would love to hear those calls.
It's happened a few times. So, what are your thoughts, man? Like, NBA has done a lot to put this together, but in the black community, especially, like, you're not supposed to snitch. So,
I mean, but when it comes to like, this is a serious situation. People's health and families are involved, so I mean, I don't have any problems with it, plus I don't know if people are thinking about this, but if I see LeBron not wearing his mask, I'm gonna snitch because I don't want to play him. So yeah, if Giannis isn't wearing his mask, yeah, I'm snitching. Like Doc Rivers is like, I'm snitching on LeBron, I'm snitching on everybody because I'm not trying to see them. I'm trying to get a chip. But
I can't.
But yeah, I mean, would I personally snitch? Probably not. But again, I don't, because I know I follow the rules. But yeah, I get it, man. Like,
I'm not
because
snitching
people
regardless.
again, you're risking your health, you're risking money. So yeah, like everyone needs to be on the same page. Just wear a freaking mask. That's it.
I'm not snitching for a competitive advantage. I would say.
I mean, I'm not
for the
either.
health side.
I'm not either, but
I would say something for the health side, but
you want to get you want to get that edge any way you can. So I get it.
I want the smoke, man. With whoever I want to be the
Who
best.
you trying to guard?
I'll guard whoever, man. It don't matter, dog.
You gonna guard LeBron?
Yeah, I'll guard LeBron.
Okay. We'll have to make that happen.
Yeah, you figure it out.
We'll get him in the ones.
Yeah, we need to get him on the pod.
What do you think though? What's your are you gonna snitch?
I'm not a fan of it and just in life. It would be tough for me to. I get why people do it, but all right, here's an example. Like, we grew up, big family. This is actually a true story. So my mom would put food on the pot, and we hadn't eaten probably since lunch or whatever. And my mom cooks big meals, so like
she had
when when you're hungry, when you eat, it's worth it. Like it tastes so good, it tastes so much better. But there were times where, especially me, I would go in the pot, or one of my siblings would go in the pot. So let's say for this example, like Austin went into the pot. He got
of course it was me.
He got 2 meatballs out.
There's like 5 other siblings.
pot.
He had to choose me.
He got 2 meatballs out the pot. She would come home and she knew if you took 1 meatball, she knew. And I'm not talking about like there's only 5. Like there's like 26 in that joint. She knew that like someone went into the pot.
Moms have superpowers.
If the like lid was like 1 degree off, as soon as she said, we knew it because we'd be doing something. But everybody get down here right now. We line up like it's the military. Who was in the pot? Every single time. True or false? I said it wasn't me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All I said was it wasn't me. I wasn't gonna say who it was. If it wasn't me, all I was saying was it wasn't me. And I didn't ask if it was you. I said, who did it? I said it wasn't me.
Regardless, everybody was getting
we were all getting that work.
Everybody was getting a beat down.
We were all getting that work, but I don't know, man. It would be tough for me. I get why. I think honestly, some players are snitching because they don't want to be there, and they want to they don't want to say that they don't want to be there because of the whole Kyrie mindset, which I'm not necessarily against. Like, I get why, But I think some of them are just like, I just don't want to do it. So if I can find a way to sabotage this thing without people knowing it was me, like this is usually my summer break.
If that's their
You know?
that's corny. If that's their motive, but I mean, again though, like this is genuinely should be for health reasons. So again, if you see somebody not wearing a mask or whatever, like, and you snitch on them, I can't get mad at that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You might get called a Karen, but hey man, I got 3 kids at the crib. You know, my kid might have asthma. So yeah, I'm taking that joint serious.
Well, here's another story that's kind of related. So, at my college during winter break, only the women's and men's basketball team could be on campus. There was a situation probably like 7 or 8 years ago where the girls' basketball team had a party, and some of the locals were at the party, and a girl said that she was sexually assaulted. It ended up being a lie, but the school got in a lot of trouble for it. So since then, they're like, no one can be on, even if you're a student there. Like, if you're not on the women's or men's basketball team, like, you can't be on campus. Now, one of my teammates, winter break is long. If you played college basketball, winter break is long. It feels like it's 3 months because it's just you and all you do is hoop. So, he invited his girlfriend to come down, and someone saw and snitched, and my coach went off. And the reason why he went off is because he could get fired for it. Like, you're affecting his family's livelihood, and he didn't care that he really didn't care that his girlfriend was there. It was more about I have to deal with this, and if I can't feed my family because you wanted to see your girl, we're gonna run you until you. Well, we all ran,
Right.
But he said some things I can't repeat on the pod. He said a lot of things that I can't. Actually, there isn't anything I can really say. That he, repeat that he said on the pod. But
yeah,
that's my guy. Shout out to Coach Starp, though.
Yeah, it's
gave me an opportunity.
For me, okay, if I'm Karl Anthony Towns, are they in the bubble?
I don't know.
I don't think
can't
so.
stand the
I don't think so.
And
but
I don't like him.
But he lost his mom to this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dog. Like that's one of your, your what's the word I'm looking for? Fellow NBA player, whatever.
Right.
But yeah, it's like one of our own lost their mom.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, like take this thing serious, and wear your mask, do whatever you need to do to stay healthy, man.
Right.
Because you just never know. You just never know, and that's the scary thing about this whole situation.
Yeah, I know someone personally who has COVID. I mean, he'll be fine, but
me
it's not
too.
a joke.
I've known some people who've
two
been really
people,
sick.
Actually. 2 people.
So yeah, man, wear your mask, social distance, stay in the crib. Don't be going out to freaking clubs and everything. It's not going anywhere. You'll be fine.
Right.
You'll be fine. So
speaking of hotlines, there's been a lot in the news about just sexual assault or inappropriate behavior in the workplace, and we just wanted to talk about just how men should act, man, in a corporate setting. Honestly, in life, but in a corporate setting. And we're not going to go into like the story. You all probably know what we're talking about. But as a man, in general, you should always like err on the side of caution. Like, I'd rather be too safe about what I say and what I do than just be out here doing whatever I want and thinking it's okay. And that's just in life. But when you're in a corporate setting,
yeah, it's never worth it, man.
Nah,
trust me, it's never worth it.
No, it isn't. It isn't. And the sad thing is, a lot of these situations, the man is married. So that's a whole nother topic. But I can speak for myself as a black man in corporate America. I live in a diverse area, but I'm usually one of the only people with a year-long tan.
Still,
who
I can't say the word, but Jay-Z said it in the 444 OJ song. Still,
yep, yeah,
you're still black.
they
I
killed
won't
him.
say
They
that- I
killed
won't
him.
say that
They-
word,
they,
but
they killed
still
MLK
black.
with a suit on, so. I realize that there's a different set of rules for me. Does that make it fair? No, but
That's the game.
it's the game. I gotta if I want to get a paycheck, I have to, be smart about how I operate. And if there's an air horn, we don't have it today, but this would be a moment. It is so a black man who has a consensual relationship within the workplace is more likely to get negative consequences than a white man who has done something that is not consensual, especially if they're in a position of power. And that's 100% a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Like, again, there aren't a lot of people who look like me, meaning there aren't a lot of females who look like me either. I've never talked or had any type of relationship with a coworker. Here's why. There's a lot of men in positions of power, married or not, who happy hours, different events outside of work, like they're going smack. They're trying to holler at these women, right? And if they find out
And I,
that
and I'll add to that. And again, I guarantee you, there's a good chance they hired that person because of what they look like.
yeah, absolutely.
So they're already, on prey.
And that actually goes both ways. There are women in positions of power who hire attractive men.
For sure.
Yeah, eye candy. They need something to look at.
Yep.
Which is another issue. Like, I don't go to work to find something to look at. I go there to get a check. Period. Like, obviously I want to grow as a professional, but that's the last thing that's on my mind.
No.
You feel me? So what I was saying is, if someone finds out that I'm in a consensual relationship with a female, especially if they're white, the female's white, there's gonna be some hate. Like there's gonna be some jealousy, and I've seen it. Like, I haven't even done it, dog, but I've seen at different events, like,
How certain people come
How
up to
certain
you
people come-
and greet you, like
yeah, or I see
know,
them
man.
looking
Trust me.
when they see an attractive girl talking to me at a corporate event or whatever, and it's not worth it. Like, it really isn't, and that's for consensual.
yeah.
Nah, man. I'm not. Like, I'll be cool with I'm cool with a lot of people. I try to be cool with everybody, but like, I realize that even if it is consensual, it's still not worth it.
Yeah, I purposely, like, some corporate offices or wherever you work, they have gyms, where you can work out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not wearing a cutoff, and I'm not
Cut off isn't sleeveless.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not here to, like, boost myself, but, like, yeah, I mean, I've got some muscles, like, for real, like, but yeah, I'm just
you're a
I'm not
good-looking
but I'm not
dude,
putting myself in that position.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
nah, man, nope. Not me. You're not about to catch me on the news. No, sir. And then you add in the fact that, like, again, I was an athlete, and they know this type of stuff.
Yeah.
They know this type of stuff. So, yeah, man, like, it's just not worth it, man. Be smart. And, again, as you said, being a black man, there's already a different set of rules.
Yeah.
There's already a larger target on your back. And again, like you said, there's a lot of jealousy in that workplace because you're an African American. You carry yourself a certain way.
Right.
Don't let don't let a white woman, be attracted to that, and they see that. Come on, dog. They're looking for it. I promise you.
Yeah.
They're looking for you to mess up.
Yep.
So just don't put yourself in that situation. It's not worth it. And I promise you, like, it's never good. It's never been a good situation.
Right. And the only good situation, and honestly, this is forget the whole like black man, white woman, or any woman thing in general. Like the only end goal that makes sense if you're going to have a little workplace romance is that you guys get married, and it's happened. It's happened a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no other end game that ends well. And I'll speak for me as a black man. Like, again, I know that there aren't that many people like me. So let's say I do it and I get away with it. I see a lot of, entry level or like interns that are black, and they look like me. I have a responsibility to be an example in my eyes for how I should operate in corporate America, so that they can say, "Oh man, there's someone who looks like me who's doing it right." And what I'm not saying is I turn into Carlton Banks at work when that's not me. Right? Like I don't turn into someone that I'm not. Obviously, there's certain slang I may not use in certain situations, but I'm always going to be me, period. But I realize that there are other people that are looking at me. And if they if they can't get away with it, even though I might be able to, if it's not good for them, if all of us can't, do that and get away with it, I'm not going to do it. It's just not. It's not worth it. Like I'm setting an example, for people who again look like me. What I'm also setting an example for is, and I said this in an interview. The guy asked me what motivates me, and I said, I know at every company I go, I'm going to be one of the very few people who look like me, and I don't want anyone to ever think I was an affirmative action hire.
Yep.
Ever. I'm going to perform. I have to perform better than my peers. And that's the other example is the way I conduct myself. I want the people coming behind me that look like me, that are looking at me, to be treated more fairly, because they see, oh, there's a young black man who, he's sharp.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that can be kind of a racist thing too, because it's like, well, you didn't expect me to be sharp. That's a whole nother topic. I'm not going to go there. But my point is, like, it's bigger than me, right? Like, it's bigger than me. Those moments of entertainment, pleasure, whatever, in the end game it's not worth it.
No, it isn't, man. No, I mean you hit it on the head, man. Just avoid it, man. I can't stress that enough. It's just not worth it. Treat others with respect. Most importantly, treat yourself with respect.
Right.
Because you just don't want to be in that situation, man.
For the women that are listening, report that stuff immediately. Like, don't.
I can't. I mean, I can't, because it's tough. It's tough.
If I'm talking about like blatant sexual assault.
Well, yeah, if it's blatant,
or like
inappropriate. I won't touch on that because it's sometimes it's not that easy. But yeah, I mean, if you can muster up the courage, definitely do so. But yeah, it's situational, man. Like, yeah, I don't want to get into that, but I mean, it's not that easy.
If you don't feel comfortable doing that at your company, you need to leave.
Yeah,
it's simple. If you report it,
but it's not that simple. It's not.
Much more at stake.
Yeah. All right. So
again, it's easier said than done.
It is. But I mean, what I'm saying is, there are more cases that we don't know about. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
And
for sure,
you're making a decision. This is up to the person, right? It is situational, but if the consequences of dealing with that long term are greater than the consequences of staying, then you should say something.
Yeah. No, I agree on that.
And I don't know. I mean, you're dealing with someone's psyche, right? So my thing is, like, your mental health. That's the biggest investment that you need to be making, and if that's affecting your mental health, that's more important than a dollar bill. You can get another job.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
similar to like different relationships, right? Like, it's just you may tell that person like, just get out of it, but sometimes it's just hard for people to get out of certain situations.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying I'm not trying to make light of it.
Yeah,
by any means. I get what you're saying,
but yeah, man, almost time to wrap up. Anything else we need to cover?
I think you should talk about the big announcement you made.
Yeah.
Or not even announcement, but challenge really that you
so
did on. I think it was Friday, right?
Yeah, Friday. So growing up in Northern Virginia, the DMV area, it's a hotbed for basketball, right? And for us being from Northern Virginia, we tend to not get the hoopla and the credit that I think we deserve as athletes as a whole, because it's usually primarily DC and Maryland,
Right.
PG County, and rightfully so. Like they have a ton of NBA guys, ton of pros, but for me, it's like we got some talent out here, and we don't get that credit like I think we should. And so I posted on my personal Instagram, aham103. Go follow that. And was like, look, man, here in Northern Virginia, we got plenty of talent. But most importantly, like a lot of people that stay in Northern Virginia or that live in Northern Virginia or grew up in Northern Virginia, they stay here.
Yeah.
Yep. And a lot of athletes still play. So why not? Let's put together a tournament, and let's still, get that nostalgia of playing at the Hornets' Nest or, at Westfield or wherever. And I think that would be dope. So, I proposed, an idea, and it's going to happen. Like, I'm speaking it to existence. But the TBT tournament that happens, it's broadcasted on ESPN. It's a bunch of like old college alumni guys that are still playing at a high level, a lot of pros. And yeah, it's just dope to see them still compete at a high level. Like Syracuse has a team in it, and their fan base supports it. Villanova's played in it, Ohio State. So, let's do that at a smaller level in Northern Virginia. So I proposed the idea, got some great feedback. And, we're going to make that happen, man. And, we need to find a charity for that we can, raise some money for. But we want to do it right.
Yep.
So, yeah, man, just be on the lookout for that. Again, I don't see anybody being Herndon.
I was just about to ask you, what are your predictions?
You got 3 all-Met, first team all-Met on one team.
That's still
Scotty Reynolds, myself, Ricky Lucas, and can still flat out go at a high level. Like we played this morning. So yeah, man, and that's the thing. Like, there's some great names from these schools, but can they still hoop?
Right.
Are they still in shape? Are you willing to get in shape for
boogie.
this?
We still boogie.
Like we still get it in. So yeah, we'll see, man. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, just come ready, man. I'm looking in the camera. Come ready, because we out here, man. You already know.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see many people who will have the chemistry that we have too. That's a big part of winning.
Tradition, man.
Tradition, pride.
Because we still play together.
Yeah.
Like, we still have literally 85% Herndon guys from. I graduated in 2011. Scotty, 2006.
We could have like 4 teams if we wanted to.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's the case for
South Lakes,
Westfield.
Yep.
It's just, and honestly, man, it's just going to be fun. It's going to be a big reunion because the basketball community is so small.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just going to be fun to see everybody and see the progressions as people, as individuals. People got kids now, and it'll be great for Northern Virginia basketball too, because I feel like it's watered down, in my opinion.
Yeah,
in my opinion. So for the young guys to see, the older guys and what they've accomplished, to me that's just motivation. To see like, oh, this guy played at Herndon and he was a McDonald's All-American. I can do that at my public school, because public schools we don't get the respect of like the Mathas, O'Connells. But yeah, I think we're all just good testaments of playing at a high level, even if you did go to a public school or outside of basketball, off the court and the professional world. So yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. I'm excited to get it going. We're gonna get a committee together, and if you want to get on that committee, let me know, because we want to do it right.
Right. Last thing I'll say is, I see this having a nationwide impact, man. Like, we do this right, and then, like Richmond, Virginia could do their own. New Jersey could do their own. Maryland, Baltimore area could do their own. LA could do their own version of this. Like, this idea could be duplicated all over the country, maybe even in Canada. I don't know how other countries, high school basketball is set up, but in the States, like, this concept could catch fire. So we might need to, like, trademark that joint, honestly.
Yeah, we should.
And, almost have like an event type company or something. But anyways, I'm excited, man. I really am. I'm excited to just compete. And Herndon has the best fans in the northern region.
Oh man, and I already hit my. So we have like I'm sure you guys too, but like class of whatever, like a Facebook group, mostly for the reunions. And I literally sent that video to them, and like got some good engagement.
Yep.
Like people are like, yo, like this would be dope. I'll definitely come back for that. And yeah, that hype squad, man, it's different.
It's different.
And I'm expecting y'all to be there because y'all were just as important, than the players, honestly.
Yep.
So yeah, man, let's get the whole community out. Let's have fun and let's get a win.
Yeah, and
some wins.
We're gonna clock in. Austin and I, like physically, mentally, we're gonna clock in, so we'll be ready.
I'm taking it serious.
We stayed ready.
Yeah, I'm taking it serious.
We stayed ready. So, look, man, another great episode. First episode where we've gotten spicy with each other, and I think the people needed to hear that.
Yeah.
Because honestly, we
can square up after this.
This was our relationship from like age 0. Your age 0.
I still don't even know. I still don't even know
like 16 years old.
Like what we're arguing about. But
we actually agreed. We just didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
It was Nico. This is Nico's fault. It's Nico's fault.
Nico put us in
the mix. Eric was slicing too. He was like, "You scared?" That's what got me tight. That's what got me tight.
I was like, yo, what do you all?
And then you sliced it, and then you hyped it. Eric.
It was definitely 3 versus 1.
Yeah, exactly. I had to come out swinging, dog. Like that was
funny,
but we needed that. The people needed that because we don't always agree. But
and lastly, yo, don't go outside, man. It's too hot. Like, I'm dreading leaving this AC right now. It's disgusting.
And our skin is built for the heat, and it's still too hot.
Yeah, we definitely some tropical.
Some Wakandan.
All right, it's time to go.
Yeah. Hey, clock in, everyone.
Yeah, clock in, though. We'll see y'all.
We put in work and here's the proof. What you want?
I'm making moves, punching in.
I'm on it too.
I'm in the gym.
I'm in the stew.
It's hunting season.
Where's the food?
We push each other daily, level up.
Cause that's what brothers do.
Clock in.